Friends and fans, I'd like to welcome you back to Wargame Red Dragon. We're going to be playing a map here against 30k, a 1v1 on a map that I and Bolt Sauce will be playing against very soon. This is just recorded after the first match, but before the second, so we're going to get broing down here real quick. So anyway, some lessons learned from the last battle. In fact, these Avia S-10-5s with the rockets is like a real ridiculous thing. I thought they were air-to-ground rockets, but looks like they're for helicopters and airplanes, which actually isn't that bad because, to be honest, that could cut down some choppers quick. So it could be a good or a bad thing depending on what Bolt brings next. But anyway, per usual, we've got a pretty good opponent here. I'm not sure how good 30k is, but I think I've played him once or twice, but regardless, we're going to take him to town. We're going to do the 40 minute rather. I was really getting comfortable with those 40 minutes, or 20 minutes. The 40 minutes really brings me out of my element and such, and really puts Bolt Sauce at a pretty good advantage. I've always just kind of played 20 minutes because it seems like after 20 minutes, if the battle is not already going one way or the other, you kind of just want it to end. And again, to play with as many people as possible, since everyone's kind of always asking to play, so that made it easier to do that. So I'm going to start doing more 40 minutes and different times, though I don't think I'll do total destruction. Sometimes even Rat Pack players who like playing that absolutely hate it after a while, especially when you got to track down the last command or something like that. It's like if you were to build 1 billion Zerglings and you're looking for one last command, something that's flying in the air, and then you got to go through the trouble of building all the air-to-air units, that kind of thing. So anyway, 30k is not to be underestimated. We're going for Fedor and Dmitry right away. We'll bring some elite infantry over there as well to Fedor to make sure that the edge is secure. It does look like he's ready to roll, which I find to be a little concerning. We'll try to strike him with a MiG-29 and an MP right away. And we'll bring a lot of troops up to Anna, including some air FJB, some reservist shoots into the middle, and we'll also bring some recon choppers out to the left. We're going to want to keep an eye on what he's going to do, and we can always cap later if needed on the left side. But for now, we'll just go ahead and get in there with some command, or with regular infantry. Alright, so he says GLHF, so alright, GLHF to him too, and here we go. Alright, again, if you enjoy this, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, all that good stuff. Thanks for your support. We greatly appreciate that. It's going to be an armored spearhead or something like that, so we'll try to hit him with the RM70 clusters to try to slow down any of his movements. Looks like he's already done a move fast, which means he quick capped and then quick retreated from his command zone. We already got the rockets coming in. I'm a big fan of the rockets. They were great in European Escalation, and they sucked in ALB, and I'm glad they're back, because they're really cool to start an attack off, especially as packed. We got the everything firing off real good already. And we'll go ahead and check out the middle. Looks like Lynxes are going to the right side. Everything's going according to plan. Alright, let's get our seed out then. So an armored spearhead is a no-go from him. We'll lock down our troops right away. Lynx in the middle. MiG-29s are ready to roll. So it looks like he went pretty much the same. Seems to be very typical, by the way, to start this way in this game. Alright, there's AA already. Centurion Marksman. That gun AA is already really deadly. I see a lot of that being used too, by the way. Okay, I thought I told both of my choppers to move up, but I guess not. I still wanted that one to land. I made a mistake there on that. Fusela's in the middle. CH-135s. He's going to have landed choppers everywhere. We do have the ability... I didn't see any artillery coming back, so no need to move our artillery. Alright, the row is ready to go. We've got some MHs in the back that need to move. These choppers I always just throw around like that. We'll probably lose one. Yeah, he'll move up to engage that. No surprise there. Transports are just a real nightmare all the time. So we'll get our troops in place. There's going to be a lot of cheap air-to-air going on. And he's moving up. So FJB should be able to kick down the door there. SAS, perfect. We'll go door to door then with them. And And we'll get... Oh, I thought we'd get that regroup right before we kick the door in. But that's okay. Alright, so we got our artillery ready to go again. We'll begin with our reservist shoots in. We'll have our attack start there. We're going to get our recon up. These things are so easy to pop. Electric Voodoo is out, but no ground base air-to-air, so that's good. And we have got a Milan there that's going to die in just a moment. Reservist shoots that are moving up to make sure they don't get any closer. Good secure on that. We'll move position so we can't arty. And Anna's going to be captured in just a moment. Counter-capped. Actually, let's bring out a helicopter. SPWs are out. Rose getting a little dangerously close. We're going to be pretty even in points here in just a minute as the sector of Anna will be neutralized. Literally neutral. No one will hold that. Rockets are firing again in just a second. And we'll go on security for the flanks now. Make sure nothing got around us. Rat Pack players are like that. They know how to work the flanks like that. We're ahead by just a couple hundred points. There's that Centurion marksman in the middle. So let's try to work our way around the flank. Warrior 90 are moving up. These tanks are a little too expensive. Double the trouble, though, is much better. We'll refill and be on the move. See if he turned off his Centurion. He did not. 2 away and 2 hits. Link 7 Tow 2 is out. MP was hit by probably a javelin, and it escaped. Whew. Only luck here. There was only luck. Those 2 Centurions, that was nothing but luck. And actually, I believe on the right side, too, it was a little bit luck, too. He spread himself out pretty thin on the flanks, but I'm sure Boris is packed with goodies. And by goodies, I mean bad boys, bad guys, baddies. From goodies to baddies. Alright, motor chutes and are ready to roll up. And we'll get ready to flank through the woods at Anna. Ondovas do have the ability to smoke. I actually didn't use that last time, but there was no need to, as we didn't really have the ability to. Just bringing up some some good target skill with MI35s. Yeah, so in that previous round against Bolt, you know, smoking wouldn't have really been beneficial, even if we would have smoked the hell out of the areas, as I had wished to have done. There's not much I could have really done. Of course, you know, that's all like retrospect, but this battle is just being fought in preparation for the other ones. He's been playing too, so don't think that we're just, you know, we're always practicing. That's how you play the game. Right side's getting a little close to that BMP, but the MI35s will come up and clear them out. Just moving up a little air support just to see if there's anything out. Sometimes scouting with aircraft like that can be a good thing. They're real quick and they can see choppers like no other. MI35s moved up and didn't see anything. We can move back then. Oh, there we are. And we'll just pull back. We'll just get out of their range and then rocket the hell out of them. Oops, no you don't. He's gonna pull back. And we'll pull back too. That's just to scare him off. Keeping command or transports hidden again. We'll now move with the reservists through Anna. 80 of those troops ready to strike. That'll get his attention there. These reservists can sit still. Warrior 90s are still spotted. Okay, our arm 70s are ready to fire if needed. Though I don't see any need yet. We'll scout with 1 row on the right side. And we can call our MiG off. A good call out on that at the start. It kind of kind of shows them that we have a little bit of air dominance. I don't think there'll be any more air, or rather seedable targets in Boris. Anna will probably have shoulder launched as well. We'll move up with our... Ah, here we are. Good. Now we find actual targets to engage. 20 point, what is that, a suicide truck? It's moving so fast. A little bit of lag, so it's kind of wonky. We'll move up to get the reservist shoots and target to engage. Han and Zendrick there. We'll advance into the woods to keep an eye on them and to engage if possible. You don't always need recon when you know where the enemy is. Obviously these reservist shoots and can see. We'll actually target the other ones now, since the reservist shoots and can target the closest ones. And choppers are already rocking. Generation 7. That could possibly die, and Electric Voodoo is out as well. A good call. That's a really good escort, by the way, to take advantage of an opportunity of AA firing with the Electric Voodoo there as well. I don't know if that thing's good anymore. So much has changed in Red Dragon. You know, autocannons are very effective now. Very, very, very effective. And I think a lot of players wanted to use them, but thought they were too weak or too expensive for the effectiveness. And sometimes that's a real turn-off. Oh, Centurion Marksman coming in again on the corner. And we're out. Oh, looks like we lost our seed. That's a shame. Typhoon is breaking off. So he's getting ready to attack the right side, it seems. We get a couple of tanks ready to defend against that. We'll get some air-to-air up as well. And we'll bring in a cavalcade, which is all of our motor shoots and that we have available, ×4. And some Conquerors. Also to this deck I added some flame troops, so we'll see how effective they are. They'll either be very or not at all. Harrier GR7 is coming up to hit the row. That's going to be a loss of 100 points. And down she goes. The reason I called it was FJB40 weren't going to fudge around. If the enemy has recon, don't spend a lot to try to get rid of it. Try to spend a little and flank it. Speaking of flanking, our reservist shoots and flank is ready. Try to move into the towns as soon as possible. We'll get right up to the tree line and attack all the way in. Sometimes when people play me, they don't play the best that they can either, due to the fact that they're kind of... You know, I don't want you guys to think illy of this, but there is a little bit of a celebrity feeling, like, oh my god, I'm fighting a YouTuber. You know, I have that against Bolt too, where it's like, oh man, Bolt's a real talented player, I hope I don't lose, that kind of thing. Anyway, we do have the spearhead up, so since it's going to end about here, we're going to rocket the town and lure and skewer him. Actually, this is my first ground-based lure and skewer. We're making him think the whole town is safe, and then he's going to push right in. We're going to have choppers ready to strike. Actually, we can make him think he's safe by pulling the choppers back. Now, dropping the cluster munitions on our troops is of little effect, but killing warriors is a hell of a lot more important. 20-point transports. It's amazing how it comes down to the transports 90% of the time. Our homeboy's just arriving. I'm going to back off from the Centurion and get that MiG out of there too. Alright, C-72S is ready to engage. ATGM's away. And looks like we got a hit for once. Good. Sphere is going to cause some severe damage to the enemy tanks. You guys see what I did there? Fusiliers coming in, the Fusiliers. Good thing we replenished them with the Kolos. Good vehicle, that. We may lose some of our troops, so it'll be good to replenish them. So back onto the right side. Meanwhile, while we're messing around with this, it's time to go into Anna. Chieftain Mark II is being hit pretty good. We've got some additional warriors moving across the field. In likelihood, it is warriors. Gonna move up with the FJB then and try to encircle that tank. No 83 millimeters left. He's gonna have to come down to this. He's gonna retreat, so we're just gonna move up just a bit. Wow, an attack of mine is going to plan once. By the way, another thing too is Bolt plays against players who he knows are good, specifically in our TeamSpeak, and that's something that I haven't done either. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to get together games with everybody when some of them sometimes aren't home. So another thing I should start doing if I want to be good, ADAT's there, or a much better player. I'm good, but I'm not great. I'm not bad. Oh, 90-point kill there. Artillery also coming in on our position. We can go ahead and counter with cluster munitions. RM-70's ready to rock again. We'll make sure there's nothing left in these defensive positions. Reservist Schutzen have moved up quite a bit. No targets yet. FJB is hungry for replenishment. Hopefully he can't see our troops. T-72 is one of them badly damaged. We'll return to base. FJB is getting pretty good direct hits. Apparently is out of the house. Damn, they could get killed. That was my bad. Alright, we do have targets up in the north. SAS. May as well kick their door down. We'll take out this Milan group. SAS will probably win against the reservist shoots in here. And we'll have motor shoots and move up with them as well. One thing I don't do is a lot of multi-pronged attacks. I normally don't go all in fear of losing my defenses. Wow, look at all the links. No need to move up the transports, then we can just take it on foot. Alright, we'll switch out here. Oh. Shouldn't have did that. Should have just waited for the rockets to fall. That's right, FJB could take out some links though on the left. Warrior 90s are ready to rock again. RM-70s can RTB. We'll get some air-to-air, or rather some flak ready. Infantry out will be good. Reservist shoots in are really, or the motor shoots in is what we want to attack with. As well, we need both of them really to do anything effective. Our infantry's out on the flanks, defending pretty good. Centurion Marksman is up again, loss of the previous seed aircraft, unfortunately. Whoa, he's trying to get rid of the row. That's gone. Damn. Gun A is extremely effective. It's alright, we'll get another one right up immediately. Cub M4 is a little undefended. Let's see if we can lure and skewer. Another attack ready. Convoy here. RM-70s are ready to rocket. He's going to do the same thing again. Correct that shot a bit. 125 millimeters firing. FJB could be toast here finally, giving him a good foothold in the area. If anything, I always like to hold and let the enemy come to me, especially with this kind of a point advantage. You never know if a flank is coming. No effect on the lure and skewer yet. We should get some vehicles out though to deal with this. To assist. Alright, so we got plenty of vehicles coming. MiG-23 didn't result in any callouts. He learned his lesson. Small hit from a AA unit. Luckily, no backup AA. That's another thing that pros will do. People like Bolt Sauce will make sure that their AA overlaps, and that kind of skill of player. Yeah, I'm capable of it just as much as anyone else. Sometimes it's just hard, though, depending on what deck you're playing. Everyone's really capable of doing anything. The battles really, you know, a lot of people may reserve me or regard me as being good, and, you know, Little Tin God being like the best, and Brugia being the best, and Durs being maybe somewhat in between or better than everyone. Oh, here comes that flank, by the way. Oh wow, the Kolos trucks and the M40s and such in the back. Oh good, now we can finally make use of our air-to-airs. Perfect. Alright, we'll make sure we got some AA in the back. So yeah, there's that AA I was telling you about, or the flank that I was telling you about. Good for dealing with choppers like that, though. Alright, so we did lose an RM70 and a cool Kolos, damn. Oh well. He called it out at the right time. Losing one RM70, and luckily we have backup Kolos ready. There you go, that's the way it's done. So yeah, never underestimate like that. It didn't last long, but if he has troops in the woods, we'll go and find them soon enough. We may as well keep them actually at base. Now this attack's firing over here. Or what are we calling out here? 2? Yeah, so there could be... there's more vehicles around here somewhere, so if there's anything around, it should help to clear it up or back it up. The range is huge now because the thing's probably panicked. Oh, he's worried, so... Alright, we'll move back up the road. So we shouldn't have any more fear from choppers. We can attack Boris, possibly. Reservist shoots and are ready for it. We'll have these reservist shoots and get repacked here. And we'll get ready to push into cities. We'll begin our artillery strike then very shortly. We'll get 3 Ondava ready. And we do have our gun AA ready as well. TOW is spotted. I hope that gets a little closer, just out of range there. But the 256, that range is 2844, and its gun can engage from 2975. So once that that does outrange the 2625 too, by the way. So this thing will kill choppers. He's countering with the rockets. We've moved our rockets. We should be good. Final rockets are coming in now. Alright, TOW should go down in just a second. Amazing how close you have to be to take those down. Let's see, a Warrior 90 is spotted again. Another 2 kills with multiple infantry. I left those tanks exposed, not a good move. Good chopper target. We'll back up all the way to the Kolos then, and Mi-35s can be on secondary. Alright, we'll move our reservist shoots and then to defensive positions. And we'll tighten the noose around Boris then, since we have the advantage. Try to get our fingers dirty. This is the best scenario for one of the final maps, I think. I actually don't remember the order. So anyway, let's see, FJB-40 still... The great thing about them is they have... they're great at stopping vehicles and aircraft, but not infantry. So it's really good at preventing flanks with... even better, I'd say, with vehicles. And then if you get a recon chopper or something that comes near you, a really good way to take that down as well. Kind of a 1-2 punch. You could probably kill... It's a very good counter recon group. The vehicles that get close to it probably aren't going to have a very good day. We have a majority of the map now. No use on lure and skewer. Something spotted over here on the right just a second ago. M40, which is a 10-point ATGM vehicle, or a recoilless rifle. Fusilier 90s are spotted. Let's go ahead and... where's our artillery? Yeah. We'll go ahead and smoke that position. A little too late to do it now, but we'll push in on the Milans, get them out of the way. And I think that recon on the right, or that that group there was probably killed. That 10-point vehicle rush, which was good. Smoke coming much too late, by the way, from me, and 256s are ready to rock. Sweet, let's get that thing online. Oh no, ATGM, so that's insta-kill, damn. Alright, we'll call that off. Yeah, so we'll have to kill that woods too. We'll have to make sure these choppers go down right away. Good to have FJB up in the middle, so we can call some up. Yeah, attacking's never easy against large numbers of anything, whether it's tanks or helicopters with infantry. Helicopters are just good at responding. We did have a response ready, but it was just a little too late. Again, cheap transports, too overexposed. Not good. The Fusslers getting knocked down. Kolos are ready to roll. Motor shoots and then can come in from the right. And we'll begin our artillery attack here in just a minute with tons of smoke. Alright. Air to air is ready. Another command is in Anna. Good slowdown there. I'm not going to allow those choppers to deal any more damage like that. And I will sacrifice this 40 point for a recon like that. Bush Ranger coming in. Very fast rocket rangers there. Extremely close. Wow. Worthless miss with that. Eurofighter's up. He's breaking off. Tighten the noose a little. Is this thing landed? Wow. Okay, that's an artillery target for us. Alright, one thing I need to do is set my hotkeys too. I've not done that since they were reset. Okay. So we'll have some more smoke come up. FJB is on station. Missile away. And she's done. Alright, let's see if we can do a little lure and skewer. Uh-oh. A little bit of seed coming up. That thing's gone. Good trade. At least the seed is down. Oh, he's getting afraid now. Alright, what we'll do now is we're going to do an attack in the back to soften up any support units that might be back there. Great thing about RM70s is they can cover huge amounts of area fast, which means that if you're firing at an area, you can quickly stun it and then move in for the attack. Alright, so it's time for our attack. Warriors are being stunned. Fussel has moved up. Oh, and they're out of cover. Oh. Holy Jesus. Wow, that gun AA is cool looking. Counter already coming in on ours. It's about the best thing we can do at this moment. Man, how close these a-holes gotta be to use this thing. They gotta be right inside the house. Command is out of Boris. We did a good thing to push him out of there. That decreases his point income and raises the chance that he won't counterattack with anything anymore. Okay, so I wasn't really familiar with how the hell to use these units. They're 525 on ground, stationary. That's why they weren't. That's why they didn't fire. But they were in the house, which means stationary. All right. See, at this point, I'm pretty much out of infantry, other than. Let's see what we can do with our own special recon. 10 minutes left. We'll bring in some of these homies. And we'll get our FJB-40 ready to rock on a new mission. We got 2 groups of 2 ready to roll. Looks like the position at Boris has been re-inhabited. And I don't think he'll be attacking again. Though it's pretty ballsy to keep the command at Boris. Okay, so we've got all of our flanks set up. This is the type of victory where I'm used to, where we get a good advantage like this, and then the clock just runs itself out. And it's at reasons like this where it's like he probably won't attack. I might be out of infantry or something like that. And I just haven't had the time to make these crazy cool decks where it's like you have to consider, you know, a medium game or a long game or a short game, or you know, you want the game to end quickly, or if you're only naval plus support, you know, oh, here's my 3v3 only deck. Oh, here's my 10v10 only deck. I actually do have a 10v10 only deck, but that's just because it's so specific that if you don't have a 10v10 deck, you're probably not going to. You probably don't know how to wargame, bro. Alright, so we'll bring all of our choppers up to this meeting point here, and then we'll flank around again to the back. Now again, it's pushes like this where I was trying to get a foothold and was going to kind of just sit there to keep his command worried. But that's just my play style. Kolos are quickly replenishing the FJB, so there should not be any other attacks at Fedor. And our flanking at Anna was very effective. Losing 80 men, but very worth it. We may have lost our RM-70 actually. Oh, looks like we've engaged units in the back. He brought up his Eurofighter. Mi-24Ds will land. We might be able to catch him off guard. This will make him panic now. He does have a lot of troops running in from the side. Now, if I were him, I'd immediately be setting up reinforcements and stuff, which again lowers the possibility of a counterattack and a possible late flanking. He might have a flank ready to go now. He did earlier. And my flanks, I usually don't... Ooh, wow, we're stunned on one of those MiG-29s. He's taking advantage of that, but... Both are out. Let's see if we can lure and skewer. He might forget that we have some of AA over here. Still very worth it to call out. He may have actually had to buy another Eurofighter. And to make him do that is huge. And what we'll do now is we'll just move in from multiple angles. Alright, we have our MiG-23s ready to roll then. Now, if we kill one of his vehicles, or one of his Eurofighters, that's a huge advantage. We don't have any more supplies either. So we're gonna make him call out real deep. Now, if there's a ton of stuff coming up that mountain, we've pretty much got a cool victory from that. A good flanking position still left here, but we've still got, you know, a very good point advantage of about 1,000 points. We've got recon and such coming up in the middle. He's looking for an opportunity to counterattack. This thing I haven't seen before. Oh, an interesting grenade launcher. That'll be immediately eliminated by those these things here. Even though they're stunned, it'll fire in just a second. Really neat. Wow, those things are fast. Goodbye. Chieftain 2s and everything in the middle. So we'll have our artillery get ready. We're going to switch out with FGBs since they have a specialized weapon. Oh, I saw him for a quick second. Alright, so again we did lose some units there, but the Chieftain Mark II losses are going to be huge here in just a second. He won't drive any closer. And we're not going to go in with Mi-35s or anything. We'll get close, but we're not going in for it. Oh, he's very afraid of our choppers. We just called him out and he retreated. It's pretty good. And some pretty close hits on our artillery too. So what he did counterattack with was a lot of very affordable units. MiG-23, some sort of AA around there. Alright, well, let's go in and get a little flanking done. Wow. Did not want to get that close, but it always seems to happen. Damn, these choppers, they're... I have no armor whatsoever now. I used to be able to hold up against that kind of quick move in. Alright, well, with 2 minutes left, damage control is important to kind of just stay back and let them come to you. pretty good play here from him. ADAT's in the middle. Too bad we don't have our seed. A lot of good seed at the beginning, but he's just going to kind of fall into an empty hole of nothing. Oh, we do have that damn grenade launcher. That thing, I've not seen that before, or seen it work before. That thing's very cool. Though it didn't work too well against the gun AA, we did get killed by a tank later. I keep bringing up those aircraft to try to lure out one of his aircraft, but he's got some... it's the ADATs over there. Again, there must be an ADATs here. Those things used to be crap. I'm just trying to get used to what's good and what's bad now. We may want to bring out the Moderna. Nah, we'll just bring out a ton of choppers for it. He probably won't advance anymore, and that'll kind of be the end of that. We're going to back up. Getting ready to fire at the row there. Wow, insta-hit? Really? No? Okay. Alright, so we have our tanks ready to flank. But 57 seconds, not enough to really do much. Oh, what the hell's that? Some sort of artillery? .25 seconds to go. The attack shouldn't push any deeper. He did have enough points to counterattack, but it was with oh, it's a lot of... Oh, it was AA waiting for a flank. Okay. Oh, we'll just hide. 25 point units. No biggie. ADATs there in the middle. So he was waiting for a chopper flank. That's what those were for. ADATs as well. So we got him to buy that. We made him buy some of his cheaper tanks, which may have halted his... advance, and if we were a little bit more reserved on that assault, it probably would have been like a major victory, but a victory nonetheless. Anyway, that's it. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Password, Pimp, Strong, all that good stuff. Bye.